Yeah, welcome to the Boneyard. Glad to have you here. So, why don't you go ahead and tell us what made you all interested in joining the BIGMODE Jam this year?
So for me, like I enjoy like jams with like a lot of people. Gives it like a nice motivator. Like I've done like smaller jams, but I usually prefer doing the big ones. And then, I had seen Donkey's video for the 2023 one, and that was like a lot of fun. And then I missed out on 2024 because I wasn't really thinking about game jams or like whatever the years was, the last one. And then so I decided to do this one. I'd just done another game jam. It's like the anime game jam. And so it was like, okay, I was like trying to get back into the swing of things. So it's like, okay, like let's do a big one, try to maximize my motivation as it were.
Nice. And for the rest of you?
I'll go next. I'd actually never done a game jam until this one with my lovely team. But I don't know, similar to DaVinci, I saw Donkey's video on the 2025 one that he put out in December. And I was like, oh, that seems so cool. I gotta do that. So I joined the Discord server. I muted every single channel. No offense, like I'm in already too many.
That's fine.
Except the announcement. And then as soon as the announcement, I was not doing anything. I didn't have anything planned. I joined and I sent it out within like 4 minutes or something like that because I was excited. I never made a game before. I do like comics and stuff mainly, but I thought it would be a good fit, and I was right, I think.
Nice. How about Virginia? I feel like I know where Pigeon Guy's going, but what got you interested in the BIGMODE Jam?
I did the BIGMODE Game Jam last year. It was just me and one other person, so it was a very small team. And we made a game called Fugue, and unfortunately it was really good, it was great, but it was broken. Donkey still played it on stream though, and he played it for quite a while. It was really nice. Like the art was really good. The whole concept I really enjoyed, and I really liked doing it. But yeah, it was broken, so it's a shame. But he played it anyway, and it was really cool seeing him play the game live. And honestly, this year I was just like, man, I really want to make him play another one of my games, but I want it to work this time. And yeah, I'm really pleased how we actually made a really successful game. It works really well and people really like it. And yeah, I'm just wanted to try and actually do it again, but more seriously this time with a bigger team. And also, we've never jammed together before, just to preface, like, we don't know each other, we've never jammed together, and I was looking to join a team originally, but I was like, man, I really can't find a team to join because there's just so many composers and audio people are very oversaturated. So eventually I was like, I'm just gonna make my own team because I really wanted to do it this year. And I amassed all these guys together, and I'm so pleased with what we made. And I definitely made the right decision picking all of you to jam with me because, yeah, that's also, sorry, just to like side tangent, but for whoever is watching and wants to do game jams and stuff, if you can't find a team, the best piece of advice I can give you is to just make one and see what happens.
Right. And then Pigeon Guy. So Pigeon Guy is also a returning member.
Yeah.
So what were you thinking this year?
I mean, it's become a yearly tradition at this point, I think, for me. I just have to do the BIGMODE Game Jam, especially after last year where I was an absolute fool for choosing to do the jam when I was so incredibly busy. This year, I was actually way more free, and so, no excuse to not do it. So I just did it.
Right.
I guess.
Yeah, especially since I sort of gathered a lot of the regulars here from these interviews at the BIGMODE Jam specifically. I sort of take it as an opportunity to, get something done really quick, level up very quickly, and particularly just, do my best and try to make something interesting, right? So it's sort of like I joke that it's like the state alchemy exam in Fullmetal Alchemist or something. But right, so like Virginia was touching on, so how did you guys all get together?
Yeah, so I saw Virginia's like post in like the looking for member chat, and then like what stood out to me was like she was like, I want people who are experienced in game jams. I was like, yeah, because like I've done a lot of game jams, but the reason why I've been burned out with a lot of them is because like you work with randoms. Like the last big one I did, it was like me, a composer and an artist, and so like I would like post like things I need from the artist, and then I would hear back from them like 3-4 days later. I was getting like one piece of key art. It's just like, so like that sort of like slow cycle kind of like burnt me out sometimes. So the fact that like she was trying to put together a team for like with like experienced people who've done jams before was like very intriguing for me. And so like I remember like getting like I messaged her and I sent over my HIO, and then we were all put into like this big team server with like 6 or 7 people, and then we realized like, oh wait, you can only have like a maximum of 5 people on the team. And then I was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna be in like the final like the final 5, because like the only thing I'd sent over Virginia was like my unthemed itch.io page. And so there was someone in there who was like, yeah, I've done like 17-20 game jams before, I can do it all. And it was like, okay, yeah. It's like there's so many more people who are like experienced than me, so I did not think I was gonna get it. But then like I get invited to another group chat and say like, okay, it's these 5, and it's like, okay, dang, I guess I got really lucky there.
Nice, yeah.
And can I just say, like, oh,
oh,
sorry, go on. I was just gonna say that it's funny you say that, because sometimes this is what happened to me when God, there's so much to say. Like, it's funny because there was a guy that had done like 80 game jams, whatever. But like, I mean, I've done a lot too. I've been doing game jams for I don't know, almost 10 years, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it's just cool that like it doesn't. I was looking for people that were experienced because I wanted people to be serious about it, because I know that you can do game jams and sometimes it's disappointing, and I wanted to have experience was important for me, but also like, I mean, there's one of us on the team has never done a game jam before, and I still picked them because at the end of the day what mattered to me was like your how the quality of your work that you produce is more important than how much you've produced. It's like, to me, quality is over quantity, and it doesn't matter if you've done 100 game jams if none of them are appealing. Like, to me at least, like personally, I didn't want to be on a team with someone that I didn't catch my eye, so I was just like, okay, that like your itch page was blank and stuff, but like I still can see beyond that, and it's not just about how fancy everything looks. It's like just, I don't know, the vibe, and also like if I could tell by the way that like we talked, like I could just get along as a team better. And yeah, it's funny you say that, but sorry, go on.
yeah, I was just gonna say that I think I have like an almost the exact same story as DaVinci, but except before I messaged Virginia, I was actually trying to make my own team, which is what I usually do in jams. But for some reason this year, I was like stuck in a mindset of like wanting to make a certain type of game. And so I messaged a whole bunch of people, and then I noticed that I was rejecting people and then I was like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I recruiting people and then rejecting them for no good reason? We don't even know what the theme is yet. And so I was like, you know what? I'm out of my element in this like team making thing this year. So I saw Virginia's post and I was like, you know what? I'll just let her make the team, and I hope to get in. And I also thought I was going to be on the chopping block, to be honest. There were some others that had both design and something else that they do, while I only do design. And so yeah, that's why I thought I was going to just go. which I was fine with. But then I got in, and I thought I was really lucky to get that opportunity. This has been like the smoothest jam experience I've had yet. It's awesome.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I feel like the belle of the ball. I was the only one. I think I didn't message Virginia. Like I said, I didn't know how this worked. So I just put my stuff in the BIGMODE looking for team channel. And I didn't know you were supposed to hit other people up. So I just kind of waited. And I saw Virginia message me, and I was like, somebody wants me on their team. That's awesome. And I sent her my link, and then I got added to that bigger group. I think we only had one artist, which was me. So I wasn't exactly like, I didn't feel the pressure from that of like maybe not going to be in there. I was kind of like, I got my golden ticket in the fact that I'll make the cut, but I feel like I had to compensate for that for putting in the work, especially because I'd never done anything like this. But the team's been great, and DaVinci, I feel vindicated. I feel good that I feel like I gave you almost the opposite problem. I feel like I was messaging you all the time and giving you too much stuff in the Google Drive rather than hitting you up like 3 days at a time. So.
It's great. Like I think over communication. It's always better to over communicate because you can always cut. You can always scale down.
True.
I was just gonna say it's really funny how chaotic it started because I didn't read the rules and I didn't know that it was 5-person team maximum, and I was just grabbing anybody I could find at that point, and I made a team that was like 7 to 8 people. I was like, oh god, like now I have to start getting rid of people, and it's a horrible decision it's a horrible feeling to like. It feels like firing someone from their job, It's like it felt terrible, but it had to be done, and I'm just really glad that the people I did stick out with were like perfect for like our team, So that's another piece of advice: just read the jam rules before you make a total fool of yourself.
Right.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get cut twice. Like I got put in the initial big group chat, and then I got into the small group chat, and then everyone there was like, oh yeah, I've only used Unity, and it was like, okay, I'm the only Godot programmer here, so I guess I'll try to find another team, because like we had another sound designer, I think, or sound, but they were like, I only do Unity in 3D, so it's like, okay, so I guess like I'm the odd one out here.
It was such a mess, honestly. It was very embarrassing for me. I was like, oh my god, what have I done? I've created this. Like, I've made this mess. But I undid it, and I'm really curious now I think about sometimes, like, what about the lost teammates? What did they make? Like, what did they, like, I don't know.
I tried to find them. I think I only found Clapello, the very last one to leave. And their game is awesome. I think it's called Grum and Rig. It's like a 3D platformer with an octopus. It's a really great 3D platformer that's very cruel because it has 0 checkpoints. I still loved the heck out of it though. It was awesome.
I think I saw progress.
That's nice.
Sorry, I thought I saw progress shots of that in the BIGMODE server. Also, hello, I need more caffeine. It's been a while. Yeah, for anybody who's joining us, we're big developers for the BIGMODE 2026 Game Jam. We had 10 days to make a game with the theme of Slick. And I'm Bonejack, the developer of Moonlight Fire, joined here by pijinguy, lilchokedout, DaVinci, and Virginia Leo, who were the developers of Carwash Calamity. So on that topic, how did you all react to the theme of Slick? What was your exploration there?
Oh boy.
I was like, awesome. This sounds great.
I was so incredibly shocked. Like everyone was thinking it would be Slick. And so I thought for sure it would not be Slick. I was thinking about like the like what if it was Slick? What would we do then? And I think I said this in the first voice call we had when we were discussing the theme. Mm-hmm. Like I did not want to do anything ice or snow related. I that was out of the question for me because I thought everybody else would do it. Which, to be fair, like there are a lot of those, but also not as much as I thought.
Yeah, I can't remember that initial call very well. It was really early for me. I remember like watching some of the other BIGMODE videos and going to the other jams and looking at the theme, and again, it was like a one-word thing. So I was like, I don't even know how this is gonna go. And then we got in that call. I feel like we figured it out pretty quick what we wanted to do.
So
it's like the first thing you came.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was like the first idea that Pigeon said, like, "Oh, it's car wash game." And it's like, cool. I took a very.
I think that was lilchokedout that first suggested car washing. I think so. I think I suggested like something about cleaning. I said I wanted like a soap or cleaning or washing.
That was probably it.
And then and lilchokedout
expanded out on it.
Wash. Yep.
Okay. So it came together pretty quick then.
Yep.
I
was very hands-off.
I mean, you'll see it. Like the other part of the game came about like a bit more slowly, I'll say. I was getting kind of worried towards the middle because like we were honed in on the car wash thing, and the other half we knew what we wanted to do, but not exactly, and not many details. But I think the final product is good with what we made.
Yeah, I just remember one. They were like, it was like car washing, and then they said like, oh, then it transitions to an Earthbound battle. Like my first instinct was like, oh my god, not Earthbound again, because I've been like helping out with like an Earthbound fan game for like the past 10 years, and so like I'm just kind of like I've been out Earthbounded for now. I'm just kind of done with Earthbound, because like just there's a lot of stuff that that goes in an RPG system. The battle backgrounds, the shaders didn't work for the longest time, so I was like, I have to because like I was telling Pigeon Guy when he was like looking for programmers, like I'm not good with shaders, and then this game ended up being my most shader heavy game. So I was like, oh my god, like I'm back in Earthbound hell again. So, but luckily, we didn't go super Earthbound battle heavy. We were able to pivot to that sort of Undertale idea.
Gotcha. Okay, so
can I send stuff in the chat? I have some sketches and stuff.
Oh yeah, of course. I'll probably.
You should you should put in the chat the Earthbound link.
That would be good. Yeah. I'll be like exploring that in a little bit. But I did want to ask, so how long did each of you, or how long were each of you able to dedicate to developing this game during the 10-day period?
Oh, I had nothing going on besides this, and I wanted to make it look really good. And like I said, I mainly do comics, which I thought would be a good fit because you have to do set decorating and you have to draw like literally everything. So I was all in, and I'm horrible at cars. So this was good car experience in drawing cars. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. But yeah, I put in like every 3 hour more or less that I had into this, and I'm happy that I did.
Awesome. And
I'm unemployed, so I was able to dedicate this like a full-time job. And so, I did spend like 8 hours, but like I didn't spend all 8 hours working for like half of it until like Thursday went along, and I was like, oh, we don't have half the game done yet. So I spent a lot more time working on it towards the end of the jam.
Gotcha.
Yeah, DaVinci said the quiet part out loud. I'm also unemployed.
That's okay. It's actually pretty common. Although I think it's kind of a self-selecting group of people, right? Unemployed people are more likely to join something like this, I would think. Or even people that are just recently going through unemployment.
I told my friends like, oh, I'm queuing into 3 game jams at the same time, and they're like, oh wow, this is the most unemployed thing I've heard.
Oh
Well-
my god. Also, I put the link in the chat for your Mother 4 project because it is really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, just the artists just have been like spending so much time working on that. It's really impressive.
So,
I've been waiting
I would-
on that for years, and I'm surprised that I got to work with you, one of the people that's on the project.
so if you could
I'm
reiterate,
no longer the main programmer. I kind of just write file formats, parsers and well. So for this trailer, like I wrote the file format for like animations, but that's all I really did. It's written in Love
Nice,
2D
nice.
nowadays. We had a version with Godot, but Godot 3.5 at that time didn't really work well with pixel art. It didn't have the Godot 4.0 now has settings for like snap vertices to pixel and like snap transforms to pixel, but it didn't have that. So what would happen is that the battle backgrounds, when you added the fisheye distortion, would become aliased. It would become blurry. So that's the main reason we had to switch over there, as well as the graphics programmer on the Love 2D port as well is just incredibly cracked. They wrote like an entire 3D engine in like the 2D system, and so they're just honestly crazy. They wrote the shader for the backgrounds, which I stole from them, but it's open source anyway, so it's not stealing.
Gotcha. And so you said that you mostly wrote file parsers for this.
Yes. When I did the Godot branch, when I was leading that, I did a lot of UI work. So I was familiar with like the UI demands of an Earthbound game. So I was able to just structure that. So like, oh, you have the background, you have like your things, you've got your UI elements that fly up and fly down. So I was able to just pull on that experience.
Okay. I mean, yeah, this looks great. Also, Love 2D is something that I only was recently made aware of, I think. It's kind of amusing, but yeah, the what's the word? Yeah, I don't know. I just got the developer of One Night Window on, and they were talking about Love 2D. So you said that there's a Godot branch?
Yeah, this was I believe so it was originally in Love 2D, and then we switched to Godot because we thought like, oh, it's the having only one person working is a liability. There's a lot more Godot programmers out there, so maybe it would be helpful. It turned out not to be the case, especially when you're making a fan game, because like I guess like for me, my opinion is like fan games are only really successful when everybody doesn't know how to make a game yet. Because like once you know how to make a game, like then you want to make your own thing, right? You want to make your own creative IP. You don't want to use somebody else's IP.
I
And
suppose.
so it basically just like, yeah, you need just one person to just be completely obsessive with it. You need to be a little crazy to work on fan games.
Yeah.
And so everyone who was a Godot programmer couldn't really commit the way the Love 2D programmer could, and so that's why we switched back to Love 2D.
That's a very interesting problem to have. Because, yeah, I sort of see what you mean, yeah. Once you get proficient enough, it's just like, why am I doing this? I could be doing something with my skills that actually profit me somehow. I actually am here.
There is Wooglord. There is not a Godot branch of Love 2D. There was a Godot branch with this game that you're seeing on screen, but there's Godot version. There's a Love 2D version. The Mother 4 is now written in the Love 2D.
But yeah, so that's really cool. I mean, yeah, fan game creators are out there too, and like doing really cool shit. Because yeah, this definitely looks like a very polished thing. So I suppose like, you know, self-selecting group of people, just similar to how people who work on fan games are probably not that proficient in making games, or else they'd be making their own thing. Unemployed people are sort of drawn to things like game jams because honestly they're great for building a portfolio, I would think, and also making connections because if it's any evidence, here in the Boneyard we have a lot of pretty talented developers. Like a lot of the passionate people for these game jams sort of funnel their way in here because they're the passionate people who are willing to talk about their projects and are excited about what they have to offer, you know. So never underestimate the power of a self-selecting group of people, I suppose. If you find yourself rubbing shoulders with a lot of talent, then that means you're probably not only do you belong there, but you know, you're probably in the right place, you know. So right. we got a little bit away from that, but so for
how many
for
hours
Pigeon,
are we putting
yeah.
into the project?
for Pigeon in Virginia, yeah.
For me, it's hard to calculate because I don't have as many tasks as the other members of the team. So what would happen is if I have a task, I will work on it obsessively until it's over, which doesn't really take that long, to be honest. And basically, what I had to do was try to make myself as available as possible so that, like, whenever I'm needed, I'm there. So basically, yeah, I didn't do a lot of work or not as much as the others, but I would just try to always be available in order to, scrap into whatever is needed.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, except the final day where I stayed up until 7 a.m. because I could not sleep through that. There was no way. Just for context, I'm in a different time zone from the others, and so yeah, that's what happened.
Right. And finally, yeah.
All right. I'm the last one, and I forgot what the question was because it's so long.
sorry. Yeah, we did get a bit sidetracked, but yeah. How much time were you able to dedicate to the jam over the 10-day period?
Oh, like barely any. For me, I'm full time in the gaming industry. Like, this is also my job. I'm a composer and sound designer for the Baby in Yellow and a bunch of other games. So this is what I do all day, all the time, and it's kind of funny because it's not only my career, but it's also my hobby. So like I'm like insane. I just have so much passion for like game development that I work in it all day, and then I just do it for fun on top of that. Okay. Game jams are just for fun. But I just yeah.
So you did Global Game Jam in between this, and it was like that was crazy to me.
I did Global Game Jam. I did BIGMODE Game Jam. I wanted to do Bracky's Game Jam. It's coming up. I think it's tomorrow or today. I just love doing game jams as well as like everything else I do because this is my passion, my craft, and yeah. So I didn't have any time at all, but I, don't care because I like being busy.
Gotcha. Well, it seems like there's a lot of talent stacked up here. Right. So, what were the last few days of your jam cycle like?
I was sleeping 4 hours at a time. Because like everyone was in like in a different time zone, so which was really helpful because like it really helped me get out of bed in the morning. So I'd be like, okay, I have to wake up at 7. I have to push a version out, so Pigeon Guy can like comment on it. And then 6 hours afterward, I have to push another version in case Virginia wants to make any comments. So it was very much like cyclical on that. And then I was like, okay, and then lilchokedout is just there whenever. So I don't really have to plan for him. Like I sent a screenshot of the title screen at 3 a.m. once, and then lilchokedout responded, "Hell yeah!" And I was like, okay, I guess you're deep in it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, but otherwise, just having everyone in a different time zone really just like helped me segment my time and just get things out very swiftly. Like I always made it to, I was like, I have to put at least 1 to 2 versions of the game a day, just so everybody can be on the same page. And then at the very end, I was just pushing like every 30 minutes because like I was putting out so much fires at the end.
Gotcha. Yeah. Pretty usual, I think. And you checked out?
Yeah. My time was it just for the end or for the whole thing? I cannot remember.
Like the last few days.
Last few days, I think I finished with a lot of the main stuff. Like, my priority was on getting it technically, like the bare minimum technically done, everything we technically needed, and then whatever DaVinci needed, like a pause screen and stuff like that, was kind of the last stuff on top of polishing everything. Because there's a lot of stuff I wasn't like super, like the backgrounds, the first versions of those were like a white screen with a floor for like a little bit of perspective. But I got to redesign those, and yeah, just it was just tidying up and getting it done. But I think I did a lot of the heavy lifting in the first few days, which helped me out, kind of catching up and figuring out other stuff that we needed like last minute. So
Okay. So yeah, and then Pijinguy and Virginia.
Yeah, I was just playing every build that DaVinci sent out and trying to see if everything's good. I guess that was my part the last day or so. Yeah.
I remember you were in the voice chat with us, and you were sort of like, well, I don't have anything to do
I was
now.
panicking because the shaders were completely broken
I know.
for a certain time, and I was freaking out. I was like, oh no, it looked so beautiful before. What do we do now? And so I was just praying and hoping that somehow DaVinci gets out of shader hell.
Yeah,
safe
on
and
the
alive.
second to last hour, I was like, okay, like I have 2 more things I want to do. I need to fix these damn shaders, and I want to add more enemy movement patterns. And then so like and then Virginia was over here just like, oh my god, you need to fix the audio. You need to make the game louder. Like you need to make the whole game louder because it's too quiet right now. And I'm just like, holy shit. So like I was in shader hell for like an hour and 30 minutes, and then I fixed the audio last minute, and then like we had 10 more minutes left, and I was like, okay, can I still do enemy battle pattern movements? More enemy movements. And then like this is the last minute, so yeah, it was very much down to the wire then.
Right. Yeah.
That's so funny you mentioned that, because I mean I finished like with audio you can finish pretty early because I mean it's not programming. I mean the star of the show in Game Jams is a programmer because you're gonna be programming from the beginning till the absolute last minute. But with audio and every other thing, I feel like we kind of finish well before the deadline. We just kind of work on like bonus parts that might be added in because we don't have much to do towards the end. I feel like it's so I was just kind of checking in and being like, is there any audio we need? Like, are you sure this is all we need? And like so you know, just kind of checking in. And yeah, then I played the game and I play tested, and I just kept play testing. And that's also another thing, is just I mean, everybody should always be play testing the game, not just the programmer, because people hear different things, especially, you know, you could be like, oh, this sounds great. And I play test and I'm like, oh my God, it's a mess, you know, like, as I that's my job, you know, audio. So I play tested it and I was like, wow, the game's really quiet and this needs to be done. And this sound is like not implemented correctly. It should be done this way. And yeah, it was just a little tight at the end with audio, but I'm just really glad that yeah, you knew I like communicated exactly what to do, and you understood exactly what you needed, and you know, it was just all communication at the end, trying to tie up all the loose ends and polish anything that needed to be polished. But yeah.
Awesome.
I will say we definitely absolutely needed the extension period.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we were so
Oh,
lucky. Yeah, they extended the jam submission by 1 hour, and that was just a godsend.
I was like, thank you, donkey.
Yeah. Well, actually, Virginia, I've participated in a few jams now. I have not participated in a single jam that did not have a grace period. Have you?
Me?
Yeah. You said you've been doing a lot
probably,
of jams.
yeah. Yeah, I couldn't tell you when and which one, but absolutely, yeah, there's definitely been grace periods. Not with like Global Game Jam or the more, you know, the bigger ones, usually not. But yeah, with like maybe a more indie kind of jam like BIGMODE, which doesn't have like thousands of submissions. Yeah, it's more likely to happen.
Especially if it's like a long jam cycle, because I feel like if you have a long jam cycle, you have kind of more opportunity to fuck up a little bit.
That's true, yeah, in a way.
Because like even my project, I was slamming it with my team, particularly my jam partner Basic, who was on sound design, by the way. So your stories sound familiar because you know, I'm not like totally inept when it comes to audio or anything, but still, when it comes to having a dedicated audio designer, it's just like he basically was watching my gameplay and was just like, okay, we need a sound for this, this, and this. The audio is too loud here. The audio is too quiet here. And then just like shoved a bunch of sounds in my plate, and then like sat with me to hook them all up. So anyway, yeah, we were also going right down to the wire, and the Grace extension period was very useful because I ended up fucking up something at the last second because people make stupid mistakes at the last second.
Yeah, when you pressure is on and stress,
yeah.
you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, and at the risk of having a repetitive question for a stacked room of people, my next question is usually, how are the final hours of the jam?
I mean, I think we explained it. It was.
Yeah, I got my mom over because I was like treating like an event, hype myself up. It's like, Mom, just like 30 seconds left in the jam, and I'm gonna hit submit. And we were just like I recorded a little picture, and then, you know, lots of applause at the end. So
Yep, looks
that's
like
how I
you
closed it out.
submitted 12 minutes before the end. So was it mostly on your shoulders then? Because like Virginia said, the programmer is usually the anchor, because, you know, the game doesn't game unless the programmer's on it, you know?
Yeah, it was shader hell at the end. I was just
Yeah,
like, I
all the
need to get all
shaders.
these battle backgrounds in.
But
Because,
even
like,
even if you didn't get those, though, would the game have functioned? Would it run?
there was an arc too, so like not all the enemies appeared the same day. So like on day one, half of the enemies can show up, the other half are absent.
Oh.
And then that wasn't in there for the longest time, and so then I was like, I was in shader hell, and then I typed in the chat like, okay, in 30 minutes, Virginia, remind me to add these audio files, and then like during that time, Pigeon Guy was just like saying, put in the enemy, put in the enemy arcs, put in the enemy spawn probabilities, put in the enemy spawn probabilities. So, okay, like I was like, hey, I got it. Okay, so.
Right.
Hey, look, to my defense, the most talked about thing in the comments of our game
absolutely.
is an enemy that would have not shown up if we didn't fix the issue.
It was 100% the right call, and it was on the back of my head for the thing. So it was a good idea. It was a good thing to remind me that to do that.
Yeah. I still apologize for putting pressure on, but yeah.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to do it, I think. So yeah, no worries. Sometimes you need a producer role a little bit, and sometimes that's what you gotta do, Pigeon. I've seen it before. Let me think here. So yeah, great. You did manage to get through the door with it. That's awesome. So if you did have one more day, what do you think would change about the game?
I think the first thing would be enemy, like the enemy
everybody
movement patterns. Yeah.
Sorry. So, someone go first?
Let's start with the designer. Pigeon, you can go first.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I think it would have been the enemy movement patterns. That's like the very first thing that we would work on if we had one more day, I think. We had some like more ideas. We did scope down the game a little bit, I would say. But yeah, one more day, I think, yeah, mainly enemy movements.
Gotcha. Also,
yeah, for me, I think I would like to like add like a water shader, so like when the droplet hits the car, like a visual that's like the water dripping down off the side of the car. I think that would be nice.
Yeah, shaders are
That would be cool.
quite nice. I need to get a better grasp on them myself.
If I had another day independent of that stuff, you know what I mean? Because then I would have known about it and done it, or, you know, worked on the shader stuff. I had some sketches of like a title screen that we talked about doing, which we just kind of didn't put in there. And then I also the day is kind of crazy, but I also had like this whole opening cutscene storyboarded out that I figured we weren't gonna have enough time for, and I was right. So yeah, probably that.
Okay. Does Virginia have anything? What would you do with an extra day? And yeah, I'm curious about this. So Foxotic, a fellow streamer in the space,
Oh, yeah.
for some reason said test.
So he tried. I watched the stream when he was playing a game. He tried putting an image into his comment, and then it didn't. It said like, "Oh, your account is like suspended or something." And so he
Yeah.
posted like just the word test to see if he could comment, and then he just didn't end up deleting it, and then the rest is just the internet being the internet.
Yeah, classic. All right, well,
Yeah, like as a tangent to what like Pigeon Guy was saying about like the fact that we came up with more enemy movement patterns. Like usually I'm like the only designer in the game, and usually I'm just like, oh god, I don't want to work with another programmer or another designer because like I don't want to split up these tasks. I'm usually very aggressive with like iteration, so like I will throw out things very quickly. But after this, like Pigeon Guy he was like it's very nice being able to just say to someone, hey, can you make me like 5 enemy patterns, or can you make me like 5 movement patterns, and then just get back to me, like just have someone to generate content for you.
yeah.
While you're figuring it out how to refactor the game, the mess you've made.
So did you make something that was like exports for the designer?
I was just gonna say,
I
I had an. Oh, go on. Sorry.
Oh,
no, keep going. Yeah, you should go, Virginia.
okay.
Just quickly, like I was just gonna say some of the ideas we wanted to make a shop and like add items and bonuses and things like that. What would it be really cool to have the shop? And then there was something else I was gonna say. I don't remember, but I was originally wanting like a radio that you could click on and you could like change the music while it's playing, just to give some variety to like tracks for people to listen to. But yeah, that kind of fell through, but that would have been something I would have liked to do. There's something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, it's a shame that I didn't realize how short the car wash sections would be, because the battles are just like one after another. So if I like knew that better, I would have like maybe, I don't know, done something with the music a little differently, or yeah, just having that radio to like change it up every time, or have the music continue playing. So like every time you go in a battle and you come back out of it, the music starts from the beginning. Maybe it would be good to like have the music keep playing, so it doesn't keep repeating, whenever you go back to the car. Does that make sense?
I think so. I'm sure that makes more sense to the team, but
Just for like, yes, less repetitive kind of like music starting from the beginning every time you hear it. It would be good to like keep it looping while you come in and out of the battles. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's a problem with how we progressed through the game, because I think we initially thought that the car washing segments of the game would be longer, and so yeah, that did not end up happening. And so the music, despite it being like really good, I mean, I think it's on the stream now, right?
Yeah, the music is playing.
Great.
Actually, wait, that's one.
This is the most we'll hear. Oh well.
But what do you mean?
I mean, this is the most you'll hear this music in the game. The actual game, it only plays for like I think 5 seconds before you get into a battle, and then you come back, and then another 5 seconds later you're in another battle.
Oh, it's like Persona.
I guess.
The music is like 3 minutes long. It's just between either beginning or middle part.
And there's a lot of like lovely like water sounding textures in that soundtrack that unfortunately you just don't have the time to process. So it's a lot more lovely than you can really process in the game.
Gotcha.
So I'm happy that the chat gets to enjoy this music now.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Yeah, I was saying like you should Virginia should make like OST videos for the game so people can enjoy it in their full glory.
Yeah. Actually, on that topic, and do with this information what you will, I suppose. Since I have talked with so many Game Jam developers, I realized that Game Jams are sort of like almost instantly lost media. Like nobody really comes back to them, or it's very rare that people do. and particularly the assets, like the art and the music and everything, is also kind of dumpsters as well. So I sort of like ask people if they want to volunteer their music so that I can use it as a DMCA free playlist. That way I sort of keep it alive. I can cite back to it, and then hopefully people I guess find their way back to the source. So if you would like to, that would be cool. But yeah, you don't have to take me up that offer. In any case,
I put it on Bandcamp and I put it in the chat if anybody wants to listen to the soundtrack for the game. It's just the Carwash and the battle theme are on my Bandcamp.
hell yeah. Yeah, you could link that. Oh yeah, okay, you did. Hell yeah. Alright, so do you have controller support?
Oh, we don't. You play only using the mouse. You don't need a
Okay.
keyboard either.
Alright, cool. Very nice.
You can play mobile as well, right? It works pretty good.
You can even play it on your phone.
Right. Yeah, I've talked about this before with one of our community friends, but it's like Godot is so overpowered because like, yeah, you don't really need to do much special to play it on mobile. Sometimes it just works on mobile and you don't even have to think about it. It's like, oh, I'll export to web, and then it just happens to work on mobile. But in any case, let's see here. How does your game represent slick? Leave cars perfectly slick and shining after washing away the dirt and defeating what hides beneath. And left mouse click activate hose, move mouse, move hose in hand, escape as pause. In Carwash Calamity, some patches of dirt hide something alive. As you hose down filthy cars, certain stains erupt into bullet hell encounters against the strange creatures dwelling within the grime. Dodge, survive, and clear every last speck to restore the car to a flawless slick finish. Lean fast, every hit to you is decreased time from your timer, and customers hate waiting. There it is, DaVinci programmer, pijinguy designer, lilchokedout artist, and Virginia Leo composer. Alright, let's hit it.
Pigeon and Chokedout did a fantastic work on this itch page.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
mostly
so somebody asked
Chokedout.
about the title screen. Yeah, it uses the same Earthbound Battle Exchanger, as you can see here. So it
Oh,
uses
God.
the same sine wave things that the thing does here. And we can see within this first 15 or so seconds, like the entire game loop of the game.
Okay.
A thing that the in regards to like the dirt spawning, that it's like a little Easter egg or secret that I put in the game programming.
Mm-hmm.
All of the dirt sprites that share like the same image is the same enemy. So like if you see a dirt image and you see this dirt image again, you're gonna fight the same enemy. So like those two big eyes enemies are all the same enemy. So it's like a little
I did not
thing
even
I
know
was
that.
able to do. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like, it's
Funny.
easily missed, but I was just like, hey, like this is basically free to add, so that's what I really did.
Okay. So did you?
And so that's
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
And so that was like, because in terms of what I think like this game is about, like I was watching someone stream this game, and then I was really excited by the relationship to like the enemies, because like they were running low on time, and then they were like, oh, I need to fight the water bottle enemy, because the water bottle enemy gives me so much time. And I was like, yeah, that's where I think the game is. The game's like your relationship to like, oh, I need to fight this enemy to do this thing. And the game isn't expressive enough to like really make that worthwhile, but I was able to sneak in parts of those tensions where I could.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah, I was thinking that too when I saw Foxotic play it. I was like, yeah, that's what I was doing too. Some of them, even some of the harder ones, you want to like use the opportunity to farm it in a way that isn't exploiting it, but you feel like you're cheating the system, even though you know it's there on purpose, which is cool.
Very nice.
Gives you some agency.
Oh no.
Also, I gotta say, this day one enemies you got, the RNG was bad for you. I think
Oh
this could have
no.
been much easier.
Alas. All right.
Someone said they noticed the health in the timer is the same. This is like this is an idea that I've been really interested. Like before, there used to be like a health, like the original pitch was like you have like health or something. But I've been really interested with this combination of like a timer and like the rest of the gameplay. I think like it means that you can like things like animations are like really important because like even the animations are as part of balancing. It's kind of like how fighting games, things that are harder, like you balance things by things being harder dexterity wise. And so that's the reason why I've been really interested. This isn't the first time I've made a game with like a timer mechanic. I made another game in Kindled. That was like my first foray into that. It was my like my love letter to Hyperlight Drifter. And so
Nice.
since I made that game, it was that's the reason why the idea of the timer's health came so easily, because like this is an idea that I've been really interested before.
Okay. Let's see. So, did you have any particular issue implementing any particular system?
So I have developed a strange programming style for Godot. It's very counter to the regular suggestions that you get on the internet. I program everything in one big file nowadays. Like before I used to like split everything. I used to split everything in like 7, 10, 20 files. But nowadays, like, this game is basically programmed in one 1700 line file. And I think I prefer it more like this, because the only issue I had was on Thursday when I needed to refactor the battle system, because I had it encapsulated as like the overworld game state, the Carwash game state's all in a single class, but the state for the battle system was just a bunch of variables. And so that's the thing I'm still on the fence about, like whether or not this is like would it have been easier if I had abstracted the battle state earlier into a different file, or is it better like this? Because like on one hand you can think like, oh, you should have put the battle system in a different file, but also on the other hand, would I really want to be like tracking down all of these different battle state variables along like 6 different files? The answer is no. So that's still, the jury's still out on whether or not that's whether or not I'm still like trying to figure it out. But
Oh god.
after the jam, I've been like really thinking about this stuff as well. And then Pigeon did all of the design work on these enemy battle patterns. So I just told him like we need at least probably 2 battle enemy patterns for everyone. He gave me like a Google Doc. And then after he gave the Google Doc describing all the patterns, and then the artist made all the art, and then I just kind of like looked at all the art, and I was like, huh, I wonder what all these like look gameplay wise. And so I have a lot of like sketches on how they were all they look, but I think they all really worked out in the end.
Gotcha.
I hope you noticed the battle cries each enemy has.
Which which aspect of them? It kind of sounds like
Hear that sound?
yeah, it kind of sounds like a boo or something.
Yeah, like at the
Yeah,
start
each
of
enemy
every
Virginia
battle.
made, at the start of every battle.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
good.
each enemy has a unique battle cry.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I got the Pokemon.
Sorry, I was
sound
gonna.
effect.
That was Pokemon. That was Lilchokedout's idea. He was like, "Oh, maybe like be cool to have some Pokemon type battle cries," and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so good! Like, I love that. I've never done that before. Just in anything. So that was really fun experimenting, and like honestly,
Here he is, our boy.
it came
Yeah.
out. Oh, go on, sorry.
That's funny.
This is the best character in
This is the best
Oh,
character.
Penny.
This is one of the most
Lil
rough battle patterns.
this was not even like intended. Like Lilchokedout was just making art, and then like it just happened that this character was small, and then it became it just happened that this character was small, and it just happened that this character happened to have the hardest battle patterns as well.
God damn.
Like this was not intentional at all. What were you
I
saying?
think it's
Virginia?
hilarious that he's the baby and he's the hardest enemy as the baby, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's really like honestly the characters, like the enemies have so much personality in the art style that it was so easy to make
God, not again.
the Pokemon cries for them, because it was just so they have so much emotion in their face. Like for example, like the little Penny, he looks super cute and small, so like the sound is like really high pitched, and it has like all the coin enemies have some sort of like ka-ching type feel. What was the other ones? Like if it looks angry, there's like the way I did it. I layered 2 sounds, so I would look at, okay, what, like for this guy, for example, he's the best. Like, okay, what is he? He's a coin, but he's really cool. So like I added like a vinyl scratch type like DJ sound like mixed in with the coin. And if they have like an expression on their face, like the guy that's crying, or if he's angry, then I actually got like a human voice going like or something like angry, but then I would layer that on top of like, okay, what actually is the object? Okay, he's paper, or he's water, or he's a coin or something. And I used a really good effect called Bitspeak, and Bitspeak's fun. You can you can mix audio, like it's just something you put on an audio track, and you can change its sample rate, so you can make anything sound like 8-bit or 16 or crushed, or you can change the frame rate of the audio too, so you can make the audio really choppy. And yeah, it was really fun making those, and it literally took me like half an hour, just really quick. I was just it's not about like how long it takes you to do something. I always think, if it takes you a long time to make something, it must be really good. It doesn't really matter how long it takes. It's just like the thought process, and like how, I don't know, it's how efficient can you do something in a short amount of time is, especially for game jams, the most important thing. It's not how much detail and effort and sweat I can put into this to make it perfect. It's not about perfection. It's about like efficiency and how quickly you can do something good in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, just getting it done,
On that comment of efficiency, this was like the first game jam where I was like pushing out regular builds to like during development, and like I don't know why I haven't done that sooner, but I think in like future game jams, like even like I wasn't pushing builds to the group until like day 4 or 5, so it's just like in a future game jam, like even those scrappier builds, I think I want to be pushing out day 1.
I agree 100%, especially even with like for example in like my own work, when we try to generate ideas, or with audio as well, it's like, okay, just the important thing isn't working on it, making it really good, and adding it at the end when it's done. It's like, just make some prototype and just throw it in the game engine and just like try and see, because sometimes I'll make music as well and I think it's good, and then I put it in the game and it sounds like ass. It's like, it really, it's not just it doesn't matter how good a soundtrack is if it doesn't fit with the game. It's just, it actually just makes the game worse, so it's you have to just prototype and throw things in and make builds like all the time, and like anything, you could work really hard on a game jam and then you finish it and you're like, wow, that sucked, like our game sucks, and it's because you didn't you didn't check it early. You just kind of kept working at something for ages and kept working at it without checking it, and also getting other people to play test it, not just yourself, because kind of similar with music. Like you might mix a track and be like, okay, this is perfect, and then you'll wake up the next day and then you'll go back to your computer and listen to it and it's like, wow, that sounds terrible. It's like you get ear fatigue. I think you also get like game fatigue or something, I don't know. It's like you have to always have an outside opinion on things, I feel like, just to make sure. And putting out builds and getting your teammates to play the builds with you, not just you programming it all the time. Like I think that's really, really, really important, and maybe even why we did so well in this jam. Honestly, it might have been because of that, because I think that's good.
On that note of making keep going.
I was gonna say, I mean, you gotta that's why you gotta like flip your artwork and take a step back from it. You can kind of get lost in the sauce.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Tunnel vision is easy. It's easy to get.
Yeah.
Also,
Undead,
I gotta say, I like this shotgun playstyle you've got going on here.
Thank you.
I've never seen that before.
Well, no.
Yeah,
I was
I
gonna
was
say
so worried on halfway through it. It's like, is this game like is this game interesting enough? Like, is this game like expressive enough? Like, it doesn't seem there's like a lot to do, but then everybody like approaches the game in a different way. I'm just like, huh, I guess it is.
I actually had to break out my other mouse because I have two mice hooked up to my computer. One of them is more for precise stuff like this. Okay.
Gamer mouse.
Yeah, literally. It's actually a
I like
fingertip
this
mice
fat-
or mouse.
What is that? Is it like tiny? Is that like a
I think
tiny
it-
mouse or something?
Yeah, it's a very
Oh,
tiny
sorry.
mouse. It's
I was gonna say that I like the you mentioned people can play it however they want. I didn't even realize, but that's true because there's people that really enjoyed the like car washing more than the battles, and other people enjoyed the battles more than the car washing. And I think the car washing is really like simulator, like the cozy vibes. People enjoy just like chilling to the music and washing their car, and then the people that get to battle and they enjoy that aspect. So I think we made something that's like really flexible and versatile.
I really wanted to add soap at somewhere. Like, I don't know where to put soap, but like
Oh,
I wanted to
soap
add
bucket.
Like, somewhere.
Yeah, and you can like dip it in.
oops.
I like that.
In terms
Or you
of
could,
like
add like more to just. It's more than just car washing. It'd be good if you could like you can wash the car, but then you can also like shine it, and then you can also like I don't know, customize it. That would be even cooler if you could like I don't know. There's just a lot that we could add. And honestly, if you guys are up for it, and this is something I'm doing like live right now, but if you guys are up for it, I would love to like actually keep working on this just on the side because I think there's potential and there's I don't know if you know this, but there's quite a few games that have come out of game jams. Like Hollow Knight was actually from a game jam. Celeste was from a game jam. Super Hot.
I believe Megabonk was.
Inscription.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so many like really good indie games have come from jams, including the game I work on, The Baby in Yellow, came from a game jam, and like 5 years later, we're at like hundreds of millions of downloads. It's really worth pursuing if you see like a benefit to it. So, I think it would be cool to keep working on it.
Yeah. That's one of the questions I usually ask. It's like, do you plan to keep working on it? A lot of people in this server,
I
for
would
instance,
like
are
to,
working on full
but it's up
commercial
to you
releases.
yeah, like I'd love to. Just like the thing that's always been in my mind is just like I feel like all of our incentives were perfectly aligned for this game jam because like between wanting to make a game for Donkey and like two people and us being like wanting to work with experienced people for the first time and seeing how that will work out was like lightning in a bottle almost. So I just wonder without like the forward pressure of a game jam, like I wonder if because like eventually it's just gonna become work at some point. So without like the game jam pressures, will we still be interested? So I think I'm interested with doing another game jam first, just to like continue like our relationships working together, just to see like, hey, like can we still do this even without the donkey's eye staring down upon us?
Yeah.
Or
I agree. Actually, I agree with that. That's actually pretty smart. I like that idea.
Yeah, I agree.
but
too,
absolutely,
and
I have a bunch of ideas for this game too.
Yippee.
Yeah, same. And, there's a lot we could do. I also think that like the 8-9 day time period was perfect because I get very like
Hooray.
I'll focus on one thing for like a week.
Alright.
Wait a second.
Ooh, let's go.
Incredible.
Wait, why is my name on that?
You did it.
That pulls from your computer's username, so it does like an OS call. That gets like it reads from an environmental variable.
That's a little
I
creepy.
didn't realize you did that. That's amazing. That reminds me of Doki Doki Literature Club. Like
Yeah,
takes
that's
your
what I was gonna say.
username. Yeah,
I
that's
actually
really
forgot about
smart.
this feature. I only play
Yeah.
the web version.
And the web version just
Yeah,
uses
same.
employee like 6 something something.
Yeah. Yeah, a little creepy, honestly,
I was wondering why it didn't
but it's
work.
fine. It's like, wait, when did I put my name in this game?
There's so many little like that was like the in terms of like the programming direction. It was just like, okay, I have this broad structure. Where are like the little things I can sneak in? So like I said at the start of the game, like all the dirt shares the same sprite if they share the same enemy. Like that was basically free to add. That thing at the end, the environment variable, that was free to add. So it was like trying to find where all the little wins was like
Right.
development philosophy.
But yeah.
And in terms of like making sure other people playtest, sometimes the dirt can spawn behind the button to turn the car, and that was like the first thing that Pigeon told me to fix. To, like make sure when you're like making the car collision boxes that they don't overlap the buttons, and I still forgot to do it. So it's just like
It was lower priority.
make sure a
It's
lot of
fine.
you- it was lower priority, but it's just funny that like something that was like hammered in so early was just like, oh, I forgot.
Yeah, it happens.
At that point, we were still talking about like having the shops in, which is a shame. I would have loved to have the shops and upgrades in.
right, so the shop
I
was
was
one
really
thing that you
worried
cut.
because like I felt like because like I talked about this like a bit of design thing in the chat. I wanted to capture like the scale of victory, so just like you can win big or you can win small. And when we cut like money and like that sort of resource gathering, I was really worried. I was just like, okay, you're just where is the arc to this game anymore? But luckily, when I was making the battle patterns, I was like, okay, you need a way to compromise your position. So I'll make some of the projectiles give you time if you hit them, and then that kind of just snapped the game into focus. I was like, oh, the game is about like managing your time now. The game is like the scale of victory is capturing. Did you take enough risks to make sure you enter day 3 with enough time? And so, I was very happy that I was still able to capture that sort of idea of victory scale.
Yes, very true.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
nice.
I
That
guess
was
like
very
if
nice.
we had a shop, I'm just trying to think how that would work. I guess at the end of the day, maybe you'd get paid, and then with the money, at the end of the day, you'd buy an upgrade or something.
But they don't have to be like standard upgrades. You can always like workshop something specific for the intent of the design of the game you're making.
Actually, yeah, you don't even need it. It doesn't even need to be upgrades. It could just be like fun stuff. Like you could just buy like a different looking hose or like a glove or like just customizing items instead of like things that actually make the game easier or
Oh yeah, Magna Remora, if you could duo battle, like I've thought about it, just like because like I'm a fan, I'm interested in like combinatoric explosions in games. So yeah, if you could fight 2 enemies at the same time, I think that would be peak.
I think I was the one to turn
yeah.
that down like very early on because I was scared for the scope. I was very
Indeed.
scared. I was like, how many are we making though?
Right,
And also
right,
like
right.
in terms of there's just the program, like there was a bug that if you hit 2 enemies at the same time, it loads up 2 battle scenes on top of each other. So so we had it just made for easier programming as well. In
Okay.
terms of the shop stuff, yeah, I've had like a couple of ideas for it. Like one of the main issues that people have with this game right now is with the good projectiles, the fact that like it's hard to tell what they do because like the timer's off screen. It's like a half-assed solution. And like I've been in like board game design spaces for a long time, and like one of the mantras there is that if you're giving a player something and taking it away in the same time step, it's usually a design smell. And what's happening in the battles, you are giving someone time and removing time at the same time. So it's just like that's one of the reasons people find it so unclear. And so adding more resources, like maybe you lose time but you can gain money, like adding like being able to have different types of victories in that case would be probably the direction there. And in terms of the shop, I watched this Northern Lion video of him talking about like the Binding of Isaac, and he was saying like, you know, a lot of games have like a pick 3 system, but the thing about Binding of Isaac is that it just says like, hey, here's a random power up, take it or leave it. And like I think I want to have that sort of energy instead of just sort of generic like, hey, here's pick 1 of 3. And so what I was thinking
I think
just
so
like
too.
you can like with your money you can spin a wheel, and then the wheel, and then every time you can spend more money to spin the wheel multiple times. So it's like a gotcha game. So it plays into the idea of like victory scale. Like oh, if you get a lot more money in a single round, then you have a lot more chances of getting power ups. But if you don't get a lot of money, then like you can only get 1 power up as well. So it's just like basically making the expanding that idea of like victory scales essentially, and using that to say like, hey, you can get more draws if you play better essentially.
I like that.
I like
that.
the gacha.
You do better, you get to
idea.
gamble. Hell yeah.
Yeah, if you do better, you get to gamble.
Yes. This
go.
actually starting to sound like a game I want to play, like for real.
We can make like
Yeah.
self-bucks, charge real money for that.
So yeah, exactly.
And then we put it on
put
the
anime.
App Store.
Yeah,
Yes.
Then we
Put
put
on
anime
mobile.
girls,
Of
put
course, of
anime
course.
people in the game, and then we get a
That's
multi-million dollar.
That's what Dave the Diver does that in a really clever way. Like they
Oh, yeah?
do you know the game?
I know it exists, but I've not played it.
It's really good. Dave the Diver has like you have like a mobile phone on the game, and you can open up your phone and play games on the phone. So there's like little anime girl games, like rhythm games, and like you can customize your boat with like anime girls and stuff. But it's like a really good indie game about like management. Like you manage your sushi restaurant, but then you also go diving for the resources every day. It's a really good indie game. But yeah, I love like having a mobile phone in games where you can like use it and do stuff on it, like play mini games and stuff. I think it's fun.
That's really cute.
Right.
Yeah, it's good.
So,
I gotta go, by the way. Sorry, I have like
That's
didn't
no
realize
worries.
I have a meeting in like 5 minutes. I nearly missed, so
Oh.
I gotta head out. But it was really, really fun doing
Take
this and just
care.
talking with
Yeah.
everyone. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good
It's great
hearing
to
what
have
you
the
have to
whole
say.
team back
Take
again.
care. Good to have you.
Yeah, you too. Right. See you soon.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Hopefully in another game
Bye.
jam.
Indeed.
Absolutely. And I want to see the YouTube video after this. I'm happy to share it.
Hell yeah.
Also,
Okay.
Bonejack, you are the
Sorry.
first person I have seen to put your mouse inside of the circle when fighting Receipt Pete.
Yeah, I was gonna see that. That's a
Like,
good
usually
strat.
people just kind of dodge it.
Yeah. Hey,
Like I
I
said, there's like everyone plays this game in such a different way.
have some good
Yeah, I
ideas
was right, too.
sometimes.
DaVinci, is like the spray of the water like FPS based?
FPS.
Because-
It shouldn't be. It's,
I'm
it's, on a, it's on a
assuming-
fixed time step, but the rendering could be different.
I'm assuming
they
that
are
it's
crunching those
using
three
that.
things. But if I play it on my Windows, it's a little slower, and if I play it on my Mac, it's even slower than that. So I didn't know if it's like what your system can handle. Or...
I'll have to check. It should be locked to 60 frames per second, but you know, it's a big program, so
oops.
doing the mouse in a circle pattern never worked out for you. Oh, you got it. You got it.
I accidentally wait, huh? Oh, okay.
Okay. You scared me for a second there.
Yeah, it was you know,
Who is
weird.
your? Oh yeah. All of the enemies have names.
Nice.
We were not. We
Oh, yes,
didn't-
very
didn't-
true.
we
I
didn't
think we
describe
can
it.
share that when we. Will we share the concepts?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
anything to show us that nobody would be able to see otherwise.
You just fought against Dirt, D-U-R-T.
Yeah,
Let's see if you
classic.
get the other one, Dirt.
Okay.
Then
Let's
I think I know what you're gonna.
Why does Dirt have
It's still
dust
Dirt.
bunnies?
And then Dirt. Okay, so it's the battle
Oh,
background.
you knew
for
they were
Dirt-
dust
oh,
bunnies. Nice. Let's go.
They're supposed to be Dirt.
What else are they?
It's a little thing called little shit by any chance. We'll rename it just for you.
Indeed.
This is Grime, G-R-Y-M-E.
Classic.
We posted
Dirt's battle back.
the concept in the chat. If you want to check
Ah,
those
there we
later.
go. Yeah. Is this person still named Ooze, or did you change the name?
I went with.
think it's
It
still
was always
Ooze.
Slop with 2 P's,
Oh,
but
stop.
Oh,
Ooze is good too.
interesting.
I didn't really decide. That was like the only. This is Battle Bottle.
Battle Bar.
Battle bottle. Okay.
And
Okay.
a friend has an OC named BattleBot that I didn't even realize I would probably like.
Subconscious.
Kind of the name. Yeah, exactly. He was like my roommate for 3 years.
Hmm. I don't even know if I can get the ones on the bottom. The cursor in the hand doesn't seem like it goes
Yeah,
that
I
far.
don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't fit. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
I think
But
you
yeah,
can in the
it's funny.
web version.
Also,
Maybe.
it appears that sometimes I
That
hit a
makes-
green thing and it doesn't give me time. Is that like?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that is a known bug,
Is
Ah.
and
bug.
it is. Yeah, It's unfortunate. Was
There are like
noticed too late.
there are like three factors that lead to it. I think it's
Okay.
like so when you hit an obstacle, it sets like an invulnerability timer, and I think it's just not getting reset fast enough. Somebody asked how the combat battle backgrounds are made. So there is a program that exists called Dieback on itch.io by someone named Okano. And and I've known her for a while, and she made the shader for Mother 4, the battle background shader, open source, and that's a little tool that you can use to make those shaders. And so I spent some time porting the shader from Love 2D into Godot. It took a lot of attempts, but you can see the results speak for themselves.
Well,
Hell
yeah, we talked about it like super simply, like we're just gonna do Earthbound backgrounds, and I was working on other stuff, the cars and some of the enemies and stuff, and then I was like, you know what, they look so cool, I'm gonna Google how they work, and one of the top videos is like how they all work, and it's all coding related, which is like an alien language to me. And I was like, you know, hue shifting, palette swapping or whatever, and I was like, oh god. So I'm glad I asked for help when I did, because I just messaged the chat and I was like, DaVinci, this is all like coding related. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And then yeah, he sent me the program. Boom, it's amazing. It's like the coolest thing ever. So I just made the textures in A-Sprite, just kind of based it off some of the rough stuff on this other YouTube video, played around with it, and then kind of told DaVinci what I did with it, and then he put it in our game. And for not like porting it directly, but just having the textures and the settings, he nailed like every single one in this end product. Like they look exactly how I did them before.
Grime, the battle background for Grime's the only casualty. Like the original shader was like a lot brighter. The blues were a lot more deeper, but then I had to restructure everything because Fishbowl wasn't working. So
I think it was great. Actually, I was going to say on the Slop character, I noticed, I don't know if it was like, again, a byproduct of that, but it's like even more purple than the original one.
It's a deeper purple, yeah.
It looks even better. I think that's way better than the original one.
I couldn't get like there's something called screen blending mode. So the shader lets you do different color blending, and the way Love 2D does screen blending versus the traditional mathematical definition for screen blending is different. So I was like sampling colors and putting them into Desmos, like trying to find the function that converts like the Godot screen blending to Love 2D screen blending. It was kind of crazy, but yeah. So you get some color artifacts like that.
Okay.
It's done in the engine where there's a program called Dieback. If you look up diebackitch.io, you can make all the fancy shaders. That I think I might post a devlog just showing up all the battle backgrounds because they are slick.
Quite slick. You could say certified.
Every time, certified slick. As you can see, when you fight
Did Pigeon tell you about that,
there's like a square in the top. Yeah. What were you saying?
Did Pigeon tell you about certified slick?
I've not.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
This is
Tell
just
me the lore.
natural.
Yeah.
It's natural. Certified slick just happens.
Yeah. It's just it's easy for people to come to it independently, I suppose. But early on in the BIGMODE Jam, I like coined the term because Donkey started suddenly saying things were slick, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" So I was saying it on stream a lot, and it sort of caught on a little bit. But I also actually gave people certificates during the 25 Jam because they didn't. They didn't officially acknowledge it as like a thing. So I started just like going to like certificate websites and then making like, I hereby certify your game as slick. Yeah, it's just a funny thing.
Somebody said in the chat that the transitions were sick, and if you mean like the battle transitions, I just copied those more or less. I mean, I didn't do them directly. I just looked at Pokemon Red and Blue transitions, and you would go into a battle. And then DaVinci, good idea. he made them like color coded to what enemy, and I thought that was a great idea.
Ah, excellent. Clicked again. Damn it.
Yeah, Little Choke guy is like was really useful like as a pseudo design liaison, because I would be like make a pause menu or like make an Earthbound battle system, and then like he would just concept something like something made up, and he'd be like, okay, I'll run with that. So it was very much like the first half of development was just like a cycle between we were making work for each other essentially, and then ideas were just generating, spilling out of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you went to the shop and stuff. So was there anything else that you had to cut?
I think quite early on we said we wanted to have like a final boss at the end, but that was quickly shoved to the side. And I think we ended up having a boss fight anyway with Penny.
Yeah, sorta. Build boss.
Yeah. So it works out.
Yeah, like a lot of like the arc, the way the game progresses was basically accidental. It's like we just kind of
Basically.
ended up just making everything we wanted to a certain extent.
Yeah, I was
Especially
gonna
the
say
battles.
Especially the battles. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only assets that we didn't use that I did, which were like nothing, was the pick 3 shop menu stuff.
Mhm.
That was
Yeah.
like it. We used everything else.
Okay.
True.
And we almost didn't use the credit screen until at the very last minute you were like, wait, the credits aren't in the game yet.
Oh, yes,
Yeah, I
true.
was like, we don't have a title screen. We gotta put those in there. I'm so glad I mentioned it. But you had like 19 other things going on. I was like, I really don't want to be that guy, but.
Yeah, like Virginia
It's
sent me
good.
like a list of 6 items, the 6 audio related items at the end. I was like, okay, I gotta put as much of these as I can.
Yeah.
You guys make a bigger game out of this and have it on Steam by any chance? Yeah, I mean, like, I would love to. I think for me, it's just it's scope and scale. Like, how long do we want to work on it, and who's the audience for it? Because I really like short games. I like really short, punchy games. Like my favorite game right now was UFO 50, and so like I would like to see this game as like
That's
the
a
top
good
row of UFO 50. But then, like, because it's like it's very short, like I don't want it to be like Binding of Isaac or Mugenics, where it's just like you have like a billion combinations. It's just like no, I really want like a short, refined experience. But I also don't know like is there an audience for that? Is the question? It's like how would we price the game? Like, do you price like things like all those questions?
There's
like,
examples.
yeah.
I think there's examples in our market research that could be done.
Right. Also, hello, M8200. For anybody just joining us, we are developers for the BIGMODE 2026 Jam. We had 10 days to make a game of with the theme of Slick. I'm joined here by the Carwash Calamity devs, pijinguy, lilchokedout, DaVinci, and Virginia Leo, who had to step out. And I'm the developer of Moonlight Fire Bonejack. So, yeah, on the topic of your Steam game, so the Undertale battle system is an interesting one, and it's really cool, like many RPG systems are, but they're often a vehicle for a story, so do you think there would be any sort of narrative attached to this one?
I would like to have some sort of something. It doesn't have to be explicit, but I would like something to be there.
Yeah. In the chat, I think I sent some of those storyboards for what I was gonna have the opening cutscene be, if we ever got there. And it very went along with like the winning screen. If you play in the browser, where you're kind of like a generic employee. I mean, we'd probably elaborate more on that and do more of a story, but for like what I actually like physically wrote down and stuff, I thought it would be cool if the car wash was like this is like one of a million car washes and like a big corporation, and you're kind of a pawn. I mean, I'm sure I could go anywhere, but that's all I had like actually written down.
In terms of like what I want to say with the game, I think like I'd like to push harder in like the calamity phrasing. Just like it's the end of the world and you're here washing cars, sort of like a capitalist hellscape almost.
Like the one we're in, or like I don't know, like in 20 years when the climate apocalypse gets us.
Yeah, something like that. And like every day, like the world just gets worse and worse, and like you're doing the same game loop.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's a spin on the genre. I've heard of the car washing genre referred to as a dad game, or something. But
Hell yeah.
it's funny because like I guess like a lot of streamers pick it up, because I don't know, it's just like it's simple, it's repetitive, it's sort of satisfying because you sort of you reveal the dirt and everything. Do you think you'll be going with the same sort of like splotchy dirt, or do you think you'll I don't know, use the sort of like what's like a dirt map? Do you think you'll make the dirt more dirty?
It depends on this like the scale of the game, of course.
We got
Yeah, I
plenty
think
of
it
dirt.
would depend on what direction we take it, really.
It's just a little hard to do in the 2D space because like with Power Wash Simulator, like part of the appeal is just like you see a weird splotch of dirt and then you find like the perfect nozzle to like clean it. But
Yeah.
since you have one fewer dimension to work with, it's harder to like make those weird sections more expressive. Like you basically just have like you can just draw a polygon. That's the only thing. So it's easy to just have a one size fits all for in a 2D space.
Fair enough.
And I'm not afraid of drawing dirt. I drew a lot of
You
dirt.
drew like 100 like sprites. I don't even know if we used them all. It's crazy.
I don't think we did. There was some like that were bird poop, I
107.
think.
Yeah,
We
you
didn't
drew
use
bird
those.
poop as well.
Yeah, I went in. But it was it was mindless in a good way, like just drawing the dirt, and they were kind of custom fit to the cars. But yeah, with the dad games too, I think that half of this is mindless in a good way that like people enjoy.
Mhm.
Of like turning your brain off, cleaning stuff, getting it satisfied, and then I like the juxtaposition of actually having to fight.
The fight stuff.
I think like in whatever future iteration, I think for me what excites me the most strategically is your relationship to all of the enemies. Like maybe in an Undertale, but mainly in like a gameplay way. Like do you engage in a battle with this enemy for time, or do you do it for soap, or do you for another resource? That sort of tension is what interests me with this game.
Mm. Also, I'm
Yes,
sure you've
yes.
noticed this, but I have to avoid clicking on the arrow when I'm trying to wash something.
Yeah.
Just like the
That was one of the
system for
things.
making sure the dirt doesn't overlap there is in the game. I just didn't hook it up. I was
Wow.
drawing all the polygons for all the cars. I made them overlap. But
Can't believe
You know,
this.
like you
Can't
said,
believe this.
lower to
And
concern.
I'm sure there's like a less obtuse way to do the arrows too. That was kind of what we talked about in like the first meeting. I was just like, like I said, I can only draw 2D stuff. And they're like, oh, how are we gonna get to a different view of the car? And I was just like, the Five Nights at Freddy's button, the camera button. You said that. And we'll do that. That'll work. And then we never really changed that. So
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's was the surprise inspiration for this game. Like originally, the day transitions was supposed to say like day 1, day 2, day 3, but we didn't end up
Yes.
doing that. So
Yeah, I wasn't even sure, or I didn't really notice that there was a day system.
I mean, it's basically the thing we used internally, but it didn't make it to the game. So we just kept using it, even though it doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
somebody
Yeah.
asked too if the name was based off of one of the Cuphead level with the frog guys with the Clip and Joint Calamity. We just kind of banged away at the name until something sounded good.
I think it was you.
Yeah.
You just said like, "Hey, I was thinking about Carwash Calamity," and then Pigeon said, "Yeah, hell yeah," and
Yeah,
that just became the name.
fair enough.
I would like to shout out because we had a bunch of names before we this one, and one of the names was Slick Finish, and there is another car washing game in this jam that is called Slick Finish,
Wow.
and I would just like to give them a little shout out.
Hell yeah,
That game is
you're on
also
the same wavelength.
Dodge the bullet.
One of
There.
the devs of that was the second person to hit me up after Virginia did. And they also made a car
nice.
wash game. Like, what are the odds? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah, an alternate timeline.
Yeah, you
There's
need
two
to have like
completely
a
different car wash games.
Carwash Calamity is about a car wash turf war. 2 car washes up in the apocalypse.
Between the coins and the grimes.
Yeah, your jam partners are potential ones.
About the name too, I didn't even think about it. Okay, I feel vindicated on this as well. Now, not that it's a bad thing, but I do remember when we were talking about names. I didn't necessarily think we should lean into having Slick in the name, just because I thought that there would be a lot of similar other games with that in the name. And I ended up being right when I've seen a lot of the submissions. Not that that's bad, but I think that like Carwash Calamity is almost so like it's like kind of camp-ish, silly, which I think goes better with our theme.
Sure.
Yeah.
I do indeed agree.
So, yeah, how much have you... I I noticed that the game has pretty high karma, no doubt thanks to Pijinguy's, like, 130 games or something.
Crazy.
Has everyone been participating in the community, talking to developers, commenting, playing games, etc.? Or is it much switching?
Me too.
Maybe I should be, but like I don't know. I'm a bit burned out with playing video games, to be honest, because I've been developing both video games and board games. So
Yeah.
you know that's I got all my gaming intake from those two.
Yeah.
Well,
Incidentally,
yeah, that's what I was. Oh, sorry.
yeah, just really quick. Incidentally, shout out to Wooglord, developer of One Night Window, also a Love 2D developer who has a board game in the works.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, you're in good company. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's nice that some gets swapped.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, where is it going with that? Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier when you won for the first time, and we got on a million other tangents. I need to play more games too. I need to rate more, especially just because people have been so nice, and I didn't even realize until this call that the Vision guy did his crusade. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I've done this like the past 2 times as well, and I keep exponentially raising the amount of games I play somehow. And every time I'm like, damn, how am I gonna beat last year? And then I just do it.
Nice.
Well, what I was getting with that is I need to play more games. I have a tendency to, like, this is why the 8-9 day thing was perfect. I'll go really hard for a week on comics or on an illustration or like this game, for instance, and then I won't touch it for 6 months.
6 months?
Well, not 6 months,
Sorry,
but
it's a meme. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it was meme. It was just meme.
All good. No, it's all good.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, I get very like project focused and then to the next thing. Oh, is it the Venom thing?
Yes, it's the Venom thing.
Give me a second.
Okay. Get one cycled, idiots. Sorry. I was obliterating Penny.
You got it.
Yeah.
I've never done that, by the way. That is crazy.
I don't think I have either. When I realized that Penny was gonna be a problem, was I was on day 1. I think I got her when we still had her on day 1. I got her like 3 or 4 times in a row.
Oh yeah, that was like, brutal. When we were still on like randomized enemies everywhere. Yeah, damn.
Yeah, like, that's a big thing. Like if Donkey plays this game, I really want to see Donkey's reaction to Penny.
Yeah.
This little bastard.
To be honest, when I played Penny, I was like very happy that we had an enemy like that. I was this game's too easy. This game might be too easy. And then I got to Penny. I was like, yes, this is exactly what we need.
Especially after day 2. Like, I think day 2 is like the worst part of the game. It's like the most boring part. So like the fact that you get Penny immediately after.
Yeah, you found the sauce. And not to get your hopes up, but
True.
I'm like, I think Donkey is for sure playing this. Right. Yeah.
I mean, you never know. Sometimes you think a game is for sure gonna get played, and then it just doesn't.
Yeah.
So,
expect the worst, hope the best.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not hedging my bets.
But also like I'm also like if we do finalists, what is like what is the tagline they're gonna give us? I think we're probably gonna get something like best like cohesive production or like most insane difficulty spike at the end.
Let me stop you there. All of Donkey's categories are meme categories. If you're not aware.
Exactly. Yes. So I'm wondering what the meme category they're gonna give
Yeah.
us. I'm wondering.
I don't think you'll be able to guess because like John Digwood in the first jam got second best Uncharted game. Like, what the hell does that mean?
Incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible.
that means nothing. It has nothing to do with Uncharted.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It has an Uncharted mode. I do remember now because I localized that game to Arabic,
Oh,
so I do
nice.
remember.
Hell yeah. So
But we're washed.
yeah, I'm not sure. I've heard a lot of different games, and it's never the same game. There's 650 games for this one. The number dwindled from maybe 680-ish to where it is now. And
Yeah.
I think in the first jam, there were like standouts that everyone kind of agreed upon. I think generally I've heard that Carwash Calamity is a good game, so I think that's a strong indicator personally. But I haven't heard a lot about like other games that people think are like, oh, this is the best one. You know, like there's a lot of ones that are just like people's personal best ones.
There isn't a standout this year, which is kind of weird.
Mm.
There usually has been.
Yeah. Because, like, Red Snow, for instance, everyone is like, oh, yeah, Red Snow's going to take it or something. Like, and then BIGMODE 25, I think I didn't know about Divine Dice, but the people that did know about Divine Dice were like, yo, Divine Dice.
Yeah.
Except for
Kind of
Trevor.
came out of nowhere, but those who voted for it knew.
Mm-hmm. This year doesn't have its Red Snow, as far as you can tell. Yeah. So I tried my best.
No. Trevor has been very mixed, which is unfortunate. I do think the game is really sick. It's just really hard to get a grasp on the controls, and some people just give up.
Yeah, the
Sick.
controls are pretty brutal.
Slick, I'm sorry.
True.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have to wear the appropriate superlative word right now for the theme.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
In the dev chat, every time someone said sick, I always said asterisk slick.
Slick.
That happened way too often as well.
Which was me, like 9 times in a row to start with.
I wonder what will be the Arctic Eggs equivalent, parentheses post-gem cult success. Oh, yeah.
I mean, we haven't had one for the past years. I mean, there are games in production, but none of them have come out yet.
Right. Yeah, Blocks for Babies is still in the works. Teleco is still in the works. Teleco
But that's 23. 25 is even like earlier.
my game. 25. I'm not actually aware of anyone that are like trying to do a full production for 25.
I mean, Fuke Shot.
oh well, yeah,
Frig,
Fugue Shot. Right.
And Bobo's. What was it?
Bulbo's Belief System.
God damn
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I did not remember it, but now I do. Yippee.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah, I only interviewed 2 of those games, so yeah, I wasn't super aware. Also, LM8200, I see you put yourself at Capital, so I didn't misread it this time. I don't have a next game lined up. I was going to go looking for one, so if you have one, then let me know. But, yeah, I tried my best for this jam, so I'm hoping that my game gets in. But, yeah, who knows? I don't know.
Nice. I hope so too.
Yippee.
LM8200,
really good.
you asked what is the next game? Our next game is Carwash Calamity 2, Oops All
Oh.
Penny.
How did the cleaning Undertale stream go? Well, you can see I've been certified slick right here. There.
Certified. Right
How about
here.
Slick Game by Slicknick12? Is that your game?
Oh, red stamp of approval.
I do have a.
Yeah, that is their name. Yeah, that is their game.
No, you're still down to chat today. Let me know. Yeah, I'm down. So I did have other people waiting in the wings that I was going to go. What?
What?
Huh?
How did? What happened?
I think I just waited.
Oh,
too
I
long.
think I have a theory. I think you just waited on the certification for too long, and so the timer in game ran out. Maybe.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's probably. I don't think I stopped the timer when you hit the game over screen.
Here on the Bone Jacqueline stream. Strange things happen.
Fired. You got fired.
It seems I was certified and then suddenly fired for no reason. Perhaps a layoff.
You stared at your certificate
Yeah,
for too long.
the
and
game's
you
too
knew out of
realistic.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to have found at least one bug in your game. By happenstance.
Yeah. This is great.
Only bug you can get by chilling for too long. That's a good bug.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, I do have some people waiting in the wings today. I was gonna hunt them down after this. So LM8200, if you are still around after the next one, then yeah, because the open queue is just whenever I can't find somebody. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's another game lined up. But yeah, Carwash Calamity, everybody. Real quick, you guys had some concept art, didn't you?
Oh yes, I'm glad you got
Yes,
to it.
I
I
saw it,
was
yeah.
gonna say something, but I was like, I don't wanna be.
What? No,
Yeah.
absolutely say something. So go ahead and explain.
Yeah. So this is like what we first call. We hopped off the call. This is when I started sketching. You can see my expert car work in the little thumbnails there on the left. And then the arm, and then all those little. This is from my sketchbook. And then there's just those little notes with the stars is everything I thought that we would need for the base game, just to get it going, get it workable. And even like the arm and the very rough pencil sketch of an Earthbound battle scene is the one with the black bars. It's just like 4 lines, but exclusive, first released
Very nice.
sketchbook photos of.
Yeah, it's not often that I have a team that has concept art, so it's always great when they do. So here we got him. Dirt, Grime, Receipt Pete, Heads, Tails with a Z. Battle Bottle.
What's not
Yeah,
pictured
Penny-
is Penny and Ooze/Slop.
But yeah, Penny didn't exist at this point. I thought it would be cool. I never mentioned this to anybody. If the coin that Tails has on his finger spawned like Penny, if you like waited to it.
That's diabolical, to be honest.
2-part battle.
It's great.
Penny is evil, I
I'm
hate,
happy-
evil, I hate Penny.
Yeah, exactly. I'm happy about how true they look to their in-game counterparts, though.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, sure.
Question, why is Receipt Pete crying?
Well, the idea was actually that he is like a flimsy little receipt, and I never got around to this either. I think we have a good amount of enemies, but I wanted a counterpart to him that was like a 5-foot-long CVS receipt that had way more confidence and was like layer on layer, so he wasn't as flimsy.
Okay. Sure.
Lack of self-confidence.
Damn. Alright, and then here we got the main menu.
This was that was the title screen I wanted to do, and this was some of the cut scenes I wanted to do at the beginning.
Sorry, 1 second, how about if you could mute, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, never got around to it. I wanted it to be like a cool training video for the opening and all that. But yeah,
Nice.
that's all the concept art I got. But yeah, I always start my sketchbook because I can just pump stuff out like that.
Yeah, it's awesome. Please rank column and review the Grimebusters employee handbook. Note, availability or handbook may vary. Or handbooks may vary.
And that was supposed to like transition into a potential tutorial, you know.
Lots of things we couldn't get to.
Yeah.
I must inquire about Grime's shape.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
well.
somebody else, at least 2 people, have mentioned it.
I didn't notice it until just now.
Okay.
My main thing is I wanted him to be the opposite of Dirt. He's tall, he's smiling, he's evil, he's skinnier,
Okay,
less
okay,
stout.
okay.
And
Yeah.
I mainly draw circles and cylinders. So yeah.
Why would I say
No,
this?
no, you
I'm
know.
sorry. Okay, we don't have to look at it. We don't have to. Yeah,
It's all good.
we're going to revert to a previous save, everyone. Before we witnessed it. Don't worry. Ooh, that's the sound of all of us reverting save. Let's go. All right.
Let's go.
Well, now that we've examined all the concept art, for one cursory glance and no further, yeah. Do you have any other funny development stories? Anything that we wouldn't know unless you told us about it? Funny coding patterns, problems that you had that just didn't seem to work your way, or any shoutouts or anything?
I could talk for another 30 minutes about the timer and the way it disappears in the battle scene, but I think I've said all that needs to be said in the comments of the jam post, so.
Okay. All right.
Right, the essay's in there. I don't have anything.
No shoutouts or anything?
Shout out
Yeah,
to
check
Simple
out my
Flames.
Instagram, lilchokedout Instagram. It's also on the main page. All of our links are. Yeah, that's like what I'm most active on.
Very
More
nice.
cool art.
Alrighty. Well, I'd like to give all of you a shout out. Very cool game. So that's Carwash Calamity, everyone. Hooray. I'll be making sure
Thanks
to.
for having us.
Yeah. I'll
yeah,
make sure
this has
to.
been cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to upload this to YouTube as quickly as I can. The most laborious part of the process is making thumbnails and then a little blurb about it. Especially when I have like dozens of games. But once I do, I will try to hunt you down and then give you the video. Oh, what the?
Awesome.
My phone has so many alarms in it. What the heck? All right. So yeah, thanks so much. I'll catch you around. Hopefully, don't be a stranger. The Boneyard's a welcoming place. We're always in a voice call together. We're running events. We're mostly very productive people that work on games or sometimes play games. Me, I'm mostly developing games in voice call every day. But yeah, it's a great place to be in. But if I don't catch you here, then I hope I catch you around the jam space.
Awesome. Thanks for having us. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
Yeah, you as well.
Take care.
Thank you and goodbye.
Yes.